was just going to say too, if you're knocking, if you have light colors, it's less
True.
intimidating.
Right. So
also, don't stand straight to the door.
Absolutely.
Always turn and act like you're looking somewhere else.
People always,
You're absolutely right.
you know, because they're like, oh,
I wave to every house I go to. People laugh at me. Every house I walk up to, you will see me wave to. Everyone, I get out of my car, like, hey, how you doing?
Look,
those houses that no-show you, they're probably in that house. And when they see you do this, they go, oh, crap, he saw me. That's serious, because human nature dictates once they think that you see them, they have to answer the door.
That has another benefit, too.
Down the street with your sign in your hand, your door knocking, wave at every car.
Everybody around.
Because by the time you knock that door, oh, hey, you just waved at me.
You always wave to someone in the audience, even if you're going to get...
Well, yeah,
they know that see you do that. Now they think, oh, he knows you. So other people are like,
you pull those hats way down low, you're hiding.
Public speaking, if you're ever in like a...
I never found a hat work that well.
Group presentation.
Never did.
Going to a couple people in the audience and like...
Who?
He's the top sales rep.
Oh, the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was taking two right off the bat.
All right, so here's the deal. I love the crime. I love looking for crime. And y'all have no idea how lucky you are to be in today's world and getting into home security. See, because back in the day, I wanted to work crime neighborhoods too. And the cities have always been responsible for making it available to the public. It's always been public data. The problem is they didn't like to make it public data because it made their cities look bad. So back in the day, when I was in their shoes, for example, City of Dallas and City of Fort Worth, they would release the information from the previous week, but they'd make it difficult on you. Dallas would do it Tuesday morning between 7 and 7:45. That's it. They would have somebody manning a little window between 7 and 7:45, and you had to have $8 in your hand to get the information was free, but to print it for you cost $8. So they would give you a computer that you could look at, or they'd print you the information for $8. So here I am every Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock. Here's $8. Fort Worth was Wednesday, about the same time frame. So literally, I'm driving around in the mornings, standing in line sometimes with $8 to get this information. You can now be sitting on your couch in your underwear eating bonbons and get on your iPad and pull it up.
Every weekend.
Cheetos get messy. So. But think about it. You can pull this up and it shows you a burglary 722 17900 block of Windflower Way.
And if you zoom in,
Watch, I'm going to show you something. So here's what I like about spot crime. Now, spot crime does not necessarily work in your city. You've got to check it out. But if spot crime works, here's one of the things I like about it. When I tap on this eye, so I pick this guy right here. That's a burglary. I touch the eye. And what it does is it takes me to spotcrime.com. Now you can automatically go to spotcrime.com, and I will tell you this, sometimes the website updates faster than the app. But when I go to this, it tells me more about burglary, residence in progress, Division, North Central. So it tells me, but here's what I like about it. When I scroll down,
that's the house.
it literally gives me, and watch what I can do. I can look up and down this street. I can see, is this the type of neighborhood I want to go door knock? Because sometimes you'll get on Spot Crime or these apps, and it'll take you to an industrial park. And it doesn't really make sense for me to go door knock there. But this, I can literally press the arrow, and I can walk up and down the street.
Does that count as ours? Is that real time?
Real time.
This is not
No,
That's the
it's
burglary
like,
that
it's using
happened
Google.
on that day.
Okay, first of all, who just asked if this is real time?
Walking around the
But what it does do is it allows you to look at the houses and look you right there.
ADT.
That's nuts.
I can see that there's already one of our customers out here. It's a perfect door knocking neighborhood, right? So that's what spot crime can do for you. Now, here's where I increase my chances. I go back up, and I take the address, 17900 block of Windflower Way. I remove the words block of, 17900 Windflower Way. I take it and put it into Sales Genie and look up homeowners. Radius around. So now I get not only Windflower, I get the street on both sides of Windflower, but I don't do something crazy because I believe a list needs to be truly manageable each day. I don't pull a 5-mile radius around this. A quarter mile, 0.25, small radius. Now, I call tonight to tell everybody tomorrow I'm going to be in your neighborhood due to recent activity. You want to stop by and bring you some safety information. When's a good time for me to come by, morning or afternoon? They say morning, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So now I'm writing down the people that I contact because I've got a prospect list. And if they want me to come by, I know I can put them in as an event. So this increases my odds. So when I go door knock, I'm like, yeah, I got your information. Oh yeah, you said you were going to come by. There's already that kind of warm touch there. And I'm calling a place that needs me, so it's already warm naturally. But sometimes when you go to a neighborhood that just got broken into, and the first contact they've ever had from you is you knock on the door, they're scared. And to touch on some people's points, you always step back. See, when you knock on the door, there's so many people that in your head you want to think you knock, and they answer the door, you stick your hand in and shake their hand. Do not do that. They don't know you. So in Texas, you'll get shot. So you knock on the door and you step back. Hey, I'm Chris with ADT. Here's my information. Want to stop by and bring you some safety information. And then, since I'm here, I can do a free home security review. It's only going to take a few minutes, okay? And I always start wiping my feet. I'm assuming. Now, I love spot crime. I do. But spot crime doesn't work in every city. So what you've got to do is you've got to look up different ones. Crime Mapping is another free app, and it's a website, crimemapping.com. Crime Reports, free app, plus a website, crimereports.com. Now I'll show you Crime Reports real quick, and because we have some people in here from Atlanta, Georgia, I'm going to show you something funny.
So, what is your name again? Akron. On Crime Mapping, it was 523 burglaries.
Keep watching.
It takes forever to load in Atlanta.
And here's the reason. Now, the red triangles are sex offenders.
Oh my.
They have other crime in here. You just can't see it.
Wet dream right there.
But here's where crime. This is Crime Reports. Spot crime does not show sex offenders. Crime Reports does. But here's what's cool about it. You can touch on one of them, and it says sex offenders. Touch on the eye right there.
Oh. You know that guy?
Oh my God, my neighbor is a sex offender?
So,
Not Angel.
and you can do this with any city. It'll scare the crap out of you. But here's the thing. Right. Well, it has to be close to a school.
It's different. Sex offender is sexual predator.
Yeah, they're different.
But here's what you got to understand about this website. There's some truth to what you're saying, and that is you can be a registered. I have two friends of mine that are registered sex offenders. One, because at 2 o'clock in the morning he was drunk and he walked across the street from a party and was peeing on the side of a school.
Sex offender.
He's now a registered sex offender. Another one of my best friends, who's been married for 22 years now,
how we got connected.
been married to the same woman for 22 years, which was his high school
This is where
sweetheart.
the link is.
She was 16, he was 18. Mom and dad found out that they were having sex when she was 16
Statutory
and
rape.
filed on him. He's still married to her today.
How long are you living?
Forever. He is still a registered sex offender.
That's not right, man.
Do what?
A lot of them.
He is considered a felon. But he has to have he has a judgment where the mom and dad signed off wanting to revoke that, but the court system wouldn't let him.
How big is the relationship?
Thanks, Mom. No, they're fine now, but you gotta understand, he's been a registered sex offender. He could not work here. But, that being said, there's some really bad sex offenders out there too. So,
wouldn't it be awkward if we're like, we don't know who it is, but then we go and we're showing the system and we're like, oh.
Well, you don't want to be in a spot where you pull someone up
I
and
will
someone
tell you this,
knows.
you should always check that before you go. But, one of the things that I like about these apps,
Like a new dot just shows up. And
yeah, one of the things that I like about these apps is they'll actually use GPS technology, so you can actually open up the app and press for the GPS, and it'll show right where you're standing and all around you too. So if you're by chance at a customer's house and they go, "There's no crime around here," let's just check. And you should have already checked this, but let's just check. And pull the app up right in front of them. Use the GPS locator. It takes you right where you're standing, and then you can literally see the crime that's going on right around you. And let them go, "Well, what's that?" I don't know. Let's see. And you press it. And so now you're letting the customer see it kind of firsthand. Wow. That's a great picture right there. That's
It doesn't say, it doesn't go into like the details of like the kind of offense it was. Because there's different levels, you know, like 1 and 5 is like, forget it. He's like, time bomb. He's waiting to go off.
Texas has a lot of sex offenders.
No, maybe that's a lot of sex.
Oh,
So where is that?
that's Memphis, Tennessee.
Does nobody go like that side of town?
Who lives in a zoo that has a sex offender?
Jeff, what's your address?
Wait, you see? He's taking a minute.
Ivy Oaks Cove.
Is it all one word?
That's not. So if I was you, Chuck.
No, Ivy Oaks. That
I
one.
have anywhere space. Oaks Cove. Olive Branch, Mississippi.
And what's amazing, and then what's amazing when people ask you, well, what's the app for this? And now they're addicted. Now they're just like filling their head up with all this.
What do you do in your free time?
Hey, you better go tell all your neighbors, sister.
You live on 302?
Yeah, kind of. Off Davidson.
So there you go. There's you.
No,
You got to have
You see that block?
No, but what I have realized is with sex offender, because
I mean, it's not that bad where
the guy that actually,
Not at the block. This one right here, buddy.
Y'all go past, I'll go past.
you know what
I'll
though,
go past the house.
a lot of that stuff would actually be misleading because the guy that actually touched my yard, he's like in a similar situation as your friend.
Yeah.
He was 18, she was 16, so he's a registered sex offender. But he lives in my neighborhood and he's not registered at that house that he owns. He's registered at his mom's house. Yeah.
So, here's the thing. You can use this information for whatever you want. You can create targets from it. You know, you can show your customers. It's public data. This is all public data. So, what you've got to do is play with the different apps. Play with them all to find out which one works better in your area. Here's just a couple of them. Here's 4 of them. Plus, there's also a new one called Alert ID. Alert ID. All of them do something a little different, but here's what all of them will